Welcome 405th members and welcome Soaring Hammer members. Ithaca here. I hope you like my little intro on the Master, or the V, well actually it was the V3 Master, and then the first cast which cleaned up the mold, and this is the second cast. This cast is going out to a soldier in Japan. He's an American soldier, but he's stationed in Japan. And he's going to go to convention, so he wanted me to finish it up for him completely. And this is going to give you a good idea of what the helmets are going to look like. My next one I have to do one more. Actually, it'll probably be the original Master. The first cast. I'll probably clean it up. But 1st Med Battalion was the first one up at 405th that actually purchased one of these new helmets. This is the small NVG mount. I do have the large NVG mount as well. And I'll probably do a helmet with one of those on just to show you all what it looks like. My next step after that, I have to get a few out to the Soaring Hammer members, but I do want to do one up for my own display, and it will be Dare. One of two things: if someone knows exactly what color paint is utilized for Dare's helmet, any of the ODST helmets, please let me know. If not, my wife is going to tinker around with the green and black acrylic paints and mix our own. And we will try, if it works out, we'll try to let you know what our measurements are as far as to make that paint that they use for the ODST. Now, I got to get online and download the military stencils for the Dare going across here, but that's about it. The Dare stencil and the paint color is all I need. And so there you go. This is the V3 Recon. Now remember, originally the V1 had come from Joe, New Spartan Creator. And then I was able to finish up the detail that Joe had started on it, and I extended the chin down. So due to the change of the shape of the chin and the inside of the visor area, it became V2, the version 2. And you know Soaring Hammer. Soaring Hammer doesn't rest until things are pretty much, I'll never use the word perfect because it's far from. There are much better out there, but I think ours is pretty good. But I didn't want to rest until I had it as close as I could. And who knows, I might end up doing it again. But this is V3. So the original credit goes back to Joe, New Spartan Creator. Okay? He's also a 405th member, also a Soaring Hammer member. Thank you, Joe. And the original, let me see if I can do this for you all. The original, this is my wife's first V2. I took the visor out and put it in this one because she wants this rainbow style visor for that, with the battle damage. Here's V1. V1 has not been cleaned up yet. I've been too busy. That's V1 for all you who originally wanted to know what V1 looked like. You can see how far inset the visor is. I had to clay up a lot of areas inside there to get rid of the cutback. And we did extend this chin down with clay. The clay is off the chin, but the chin was extended with clay. And a little bit of these sides were extended to make it a little bit more roundish too. Oh God, I can't even speak right. To make it a little bit more round also, like the helmet should have been. So there you go. That's V1. And then, of course, here's a battle damaged, authentic battle damaged V2. You can see this actual battle damage on that. My wife loves it, so she's utilizing it. Now, this is a V2 with the extended chin down. And then here's one I sold. It is now sold. It will be shipped. But you can see how thick that inside is. A little bit of Dremel action to cut out that visor. That's about 2 pounds gone. And the rest is going to be taken off as well. But this one has been sold. A little bit of body filler there. Very easy to do. Those 2 spots. That's it. And then, so that one's gone. But that's V2. So we have V1. V2. And then we go into the V3, and so on and so forth. And before you know it, Soaring Hammer members, you can see these clean up very nicely. They do require cleaning because they are rough casts, unless you pay the extra for me to finish up for you completely. But they are rough casts, so they do require some sanding, a little bit of Dremel on the detail. So they're not perfect. What you're seeing here is not this right here. Okay, this is the first cast which cleaned up. It's black because it pulled a lot of this paint off of the visor area on the mold, and then that pulled it off of the mold. So you can see there are spots that need love, like little extra plastic, little flash spots. It does not hinder the helmet. They should be sanded off or dremeled off. And then I would go through one more time in all the detail, because there's some in the detail to clean out the details. So this is 405th, this is Soaring Hammers, this is Ithaca being real with y'all on what they look like when they come out of the mold. For a couple bucks extra, I can detail them completely for you and at least clean all the flash off. But the more I have to put into it, the more it's going to cost you. If you want a rough cast, get with me on it, and we can work that out. Let me know if you want the small or the large attachment for the helmets. Large, small. Okay, so got large and small. Alright, so there you have it. Once again, this is Ithaca, and you all know what I look like. I really do enjoy this helmet. It feels. Oh, let me do this for you real quick. I did a little bit of extra. I took a little bit of time. I always do when it's not my work. When it's for someone else, I take a little bit more time to finish it off. But I am actually kind of proud of this. This is all custom. This is not a motorcycle helmet or anything like that. But I managed to clean the inside up nicely. We used the weather stripping for a strip down the center to fill in the gap and give it a little cushion. They are smaller helmets, so you don't need as much padding on the top because you don't want to reduce that. So I used the foam padding inside here on the top to get a little bit of cushion, and on the sides here and here to give them a little bit of cushion, but not too much. And then primarily on the back right there and on these sides to hold it in place really good. Okay, that holds it like perfect, unless you got a huge freaking head. If that's the case, I'll have to take some of that out too. The visors are put in via hot glue. Some people would ask me how I put my visors in. I put them in with hot glue. Until I find a better method that I like to do, that's what I do. I make them a little bit bigger than they need to be, and then I hot glue all the edges down. And then of course put a little bit of foam here in the front to clean the front up a little bit and to angle the breath, the hot air downward. Alright, so anyway, I am past my marker. So remember, 405th members and Soaring Hammer members, if we can do it, so can you.